and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brandie Channail coming to you with another video. This one is, I haven't done a makeup video in forever, so I wanted to sit down and play in some makeup and share with you guys some things that I've been really loving and trying out a couple new products. This is going to be an attempt at a voiceover. I've not really done one of those, so we'll see kind of how that goes. But this is the final look. I am obsessed. You guys know it's springtime. I love purple, so that is what I was feeling, and I just really love this highlight and everything that's going on in this look. So if you guys are interested to see how I got this beautiful springtime look, then keep on watching.
Okay guys, we're going to start with our brows here, and right now I'm just brushing them up with a spoolie. Lately I've been wearing my brows more full and just more natural. I'm using the Tanya Crooks brow powder trio that I got in a BoxyCharm maybe 2 years ago. I've been doing my brows with powder lately. It's just what I do when I want a more effortless look and I don't really want to be too precise with my brows, but I still want them to look groomed and well put together. So that's what I'm doing here, just filling them in with the darkest color in the brow trio. And then this brush that I'm using, it actually is an angled brush and it has a spoolie on the end. It is what actually comes with the brow powder trio. The great thing about this this trio is that you can spray it with some Fix Plus or anything like that, and it kind of turns into a pomade. So that's what I'm doing here, just to define it a little bit more. I've sprayed it with my setting spray, and just to intensify the color a little bit more and give me a little bit more definition. So if you like my little mirror that came from the Dollar Tree, was $1. I have it in 2 colors. I have one that's black and I have that silver one. So now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel to set my brows in place. This stuff is like glue for brows. I really like it, and I actually like the way that it smells too. Okay, now we're going to clean up with some concealer. This is the Black Opal Concealer in the shade Honey, and I am just using that on the bottom. I say it's the shade Honey. Yeah, it's Honey because it matches perfectly. I use it on the bottom and the top. I don't really go for an over highlighted brow. I like to just use my complexion, my skin tone, and then I'm just using a random angle brush to clean that up. I really do like using this concealer. I'm so sorry that I'm out of focus, out of the frame, I mean. But I really do like using this concealer for my brows. I prefer to use a cream concealer when I'm cleaning up my brows rather than a liquid concealer. I just think that it gives you a little bit more control. So that's why I do it this way. And using an angled brush just makes it easier, more effortless. I mean, you don't have to put in as much effort because it's angled pretty perfectly for the shape that I like to go for. So I just use that to my advantage. And of course, my brows are shaped differently. One is a little more round and one is a little more angled, but they're cousins, not sisters, right? Is it, sometimes they say they're cousins, sometimes they say they're sisters, not twins. You know what? They just don't look alike. So here I am just spraying my face down, and now I'm starting to hydrate my skin. That's the Wonder Beauty Face Oil. Also something that I received in BoxyCharm. I love using this to give some hydration back to my skin. Um, yeah, and then I'm doing the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the original one. I actually love this primer. e.l.f. actually does a really good job at primers. One of my favorite primers was their Rose Matte Illuminating Primer, and they don't sell that anymore, but I used to always use that, and when you guys would say my skin looked flawless, that was the primer I was using. But they don't sell it anymore. So, but this Poreless Putty Primer is just as good. I think e.l.f. really does a good job with their primers, especially for the price point. Here I'm just going over it with my e.l.f. sponge just to kind of melt everything into my skin. This sponge, y'all, is so bomb. It's $5. I believe it's $5. I love it. So now I'm going in with a cream contour, and this is the Wet n Wild. I think the color is Where's Walnut. I don't know, but this is the best cream contour. I really need to re-up. I'm almost out, but it blends so seamlessly. The color is perfect, and I just love it. So now I'm going to go in with my Soft Focus Glow Drops, also something I received in BoxyCharm. I've just been really on a hydration kick for me. The older I get, the more mature my skin becomes. I like to put more moisture and hydration into my skin. So you'll notice that I use a lot of products that will help me achieve that. So I know y'all are probably like, girl, if you put one more hydrating anything on your skin. So that is my concealer, my Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 16, I believe. I really love the Juvia's Place concealer. The coverage is really, really good, and I really like the color. And then that's my Broadway BB cream, y'all. My Dollar General fave. They don't sell it anymore because they have their own Believe Beauty, but still my go-to, one of my favorite go-tos for super inexpensive. I think that's $3 or something like that, or something. And then I also mix it with the I Am Magic foundation in the shade Casablanca. I just love the way they look together. And so now I'm just going to go in and blend everything out. Look like I'm doing some watercolors on my face or something. I just blend everything out together. I don't use really separate tools or anything. And I think that it just looks better that way. This is how I've been doing my foundation as of late. Just kind of putting things, you know, placing everything and then going in later and blending it out. And for the most part, I really like the finish that it gives and the result that I get from it. You got to check all the angles, sis. Got to make sure that you're getting that temple. Got to make sure that you're blending it in. You don't want any harsh lines here, and I think that that's what blending everything at the same time offers me, is not having those super harsh lines. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I love a harsh line, but for the most part, that's what I do and enjoy about this technique, is that everything just kind of melts together and blends together very nicely. So that's why I've been doing it this way. Sometimes I love a good nose snatching. Ugh. And you see how just glowy and radiant my skin looks? That's what I've been going for lately. And so I really like that. So this is the Instant Age Rewind, and I believe I'm in the shade, I don't know what shade I am. But I absolutely love this concealer. As you can see, it's almost gone. I need to buy me some more of it. But it is one of my favorite drugstore concealers, hands down. I think the shade I'm in is Caramel, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have everything that I'm using in the description box below, so. I just wanted some extra coverage under my eyes, child. I've been tired. When you do your brows before everything else, sometimes you have to do this and go back in and touch stuff up. But I'm really not stuck in any way. Sometimes I do them before, sometimes I do it after. But the reason I do it typically before is because I feel like brows like shape your face and give you, I mean, I don't know. They shape your face. And so for me, it's like I have to start with brows because to me it makes me look good. So that is the Wet n Wild loose setting powder in Banana that I'm just using to set the highlighted portions of my face. A really good drugstore powder. I like it. But as I was saying, my brows paint my face, and I feel weird going on with my makeup without having them done, which is why I do them first a lot of times. But I'm not stuck in that. I do it both ways. This is how I get a really cut, precise, like contour look, even though I don't really go all the way hard when I do my contour. But that's how I achieve that. Next, I'm going in with my Algenist powder. This is just, I'm using this all over my face. This helps to kind of blur out my pores and set everything in place. I really like this powder. I got first turned on to it when I worked at Sephora, and I actually lucked up and was able to find it at TJ Maxx for like, I don't remember how much. I'll link the video up above because I hauled it. But I love that powder, and it's really expensive, so I was so glad that I was able to find it for less. Next, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. This one is another new thing that I've been using, and I've actually fallen in love with it. I have it in 2 shades. They do need a better shade selection. I have it in the light color, and then I have it in the medium color. The medium color is what I'm using right now to set my whole face, because the light is just too light for my whole face, but it's perfect for my under eye. So, but the medium was just too dark for my under eye, so I had to get 2 colors. So this is what I'm going in with to bronze my face. That's the Maybelline Color Stay, I believe. I'm not like a huge fan of it. It was just something that I was trying because somebody had said that they loved it, and I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I could do without it, honestly. But the color is nice, and I had just purchased it, so I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. So that's why I'm using it here. And then now this Catrice times Iman blush palette has become bae. I use it all the time. I love the tones in it. If you're a woman of color, you need this palette in your life. I want to say it was like maybe $8 or something. I got it at Ulta. I'll link it down below. I love it. Also, same with this Revolution highlighting palette. I have just been using this non-stop since I got it, and I really enjoy it. All the colors in there are very suitable for women of color, and just in general, I just really like this highlighting palette. But if I'm honest, I really do like a lot of the Makeup Revolution highlights. I think that they do highlights really well. I don't know how much that was, maybe $12 or something, but I really enjoy it. I've been using it a lot. That brush that I'm using is Royal and Land Nickel, I think. I got that from BoxyCharm too. So here is the star of this show. This is the Rosemary palette from Prism Makeup. It is a dupe for the new Nudes Huda Beauty palette. Y'all, first of all, I have several Prism Makeup palettes. I will keep doing looks from them as I can to bring, to show you guys, because they're super affordable. They do great dupes for high-end palettes, and the pigmentation is there, as you can see. The performance is there, as you can see. I just love them. I'll link my other Prism Beauty makeup palette that I have on my channel so that you guys can check it out. But you guys, spot on dupe, and it's just perfect. Very inexpensive. You can get it on Amazon, and it's like $10 or something, maybe $12 at the most. But I'll have, like I said, everything will be linked down below. And then I'm just taking these colors and blending them. You guys, when I sit down to do these videos, I never know what look I'm going for. I just kind of go in, and whatever comes. It's kind of probably the reason why a lot of my looks end up looking kind of similar, because I just like what I like. So this color right here is a bomb though. That is the e.l.f. concealer brush that I'm using. And that color that I'm going up on top with is just to kind of diffuse everything out. And it's that light shade that I just showed you there. Now I'm going in with my lid color. Beautiful light lilac, like shimmery color. So, so pretty. You could definitely spray your brush with some type of fixing spray to intensify the color if you wanted to do that, but I found that it built fine for me without having to do that. So I'm kind of lazy, y'all, so that's why I didn't do that, honestly. But this color is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So pretty. And then I'm going to take this slightly darker color just to blend that and that berry color that I have on my outer V and my crease together so that they kind of blend seamlessly. No harsh lines, you guys. That's what we're trying to go for, but child, I'll be so... I'll start my makeup and then be like, okay, I'm over it. And so then I get to a point where I'm just trying to finish it. That's probably where we are right now. Then going back with that original crease color just to blend everything out, marry all the colors together, finalize everything, make sure that everything is blended nicely. And then I just take the same brush that I've been using on my lower lash line to just add a little bit of color underneath there. And then I get a more precise brush to get a closer application, because with this red color you want to be careful not to give yourself like a pink eye. So that's why I got a more defined brush so that I could get a little closer to my lower lash line. That's also a brush from BoxyCharm. I use my BoxyCharm stuff, y'all. I really do. That's another one too from BoxyCharm. Um, that's a Royal and Lane Nickel brush set too, I believe. They have really good brushes. Their brushes are also available at Walmart. So now I'm going in with my Sephora liner. This is the waterproof liquid liner, just to add my moles back. My foundation routine is pretty full coverage, even though I don't really intend for it to be. So I have to go back in and add my moles back. And then I also sweat, so that is the 24-hour Glide On pencil in the shade Voodoo. It's a really pretty purple color. I'm going to line my waterline with that. The Urban Decay pencils are really, really good. The 24-hour Glide On pencils. I do believe that I got that one, though, from Marshall's. But, of course, they're available at Sephora. I believe they're available at Ulta. So I'll find somewhere and have them linked down below for you. Have it linked down below for you. Child, these faces I be making. Next, this is just a chubby pencil from Decca Scarlet, and I am going to use this to outline my lips. I love this color. I don't know that they have it available anymore, but I'll see if I can find it and link it down below. But I thought that the tone of it was so perfect. But it's just a chubby lip color, basically. It's not a pencil. Because it's very creamy. It just, as you can see, it's just gliding on perfectly. But I love this color, and I love the way that this feels on my lips. So good. It's so good. And it went perfectly with this look. Now, this is a Vegas Nay lipstick that I am putting on. It's no longer available. I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I'll see if I can find a similar color and link it down below for you guys, but because this lip combo hit, okay? Hit! But yeah, this was like a limited edition collaboration type thing, and I just have not been able to find it anywhere. I'm going to top that with the lip gloss from e.l.f., the plumping lip gloss from e.l.f. Super good, super inexpensive. One of my favorite formulas of lip gloss from the drugstore. Yeah, love this gloss. And it topped this perfectly. Sorry you guys can't see it because my mirror is in the way, but I just thought it was the perfect topper to this look. Next, we're going back into that highlighting palette from Makeup Revolution with that first color. to just highlight my brow bone. I usually don't like to do this anymore because I'm kind of over it, but I thought the look called for it. And as you can see, I've already got my lashes on. Those are from my sister's brand, the Art Collection. I'll have them linked down below for you. And then I'm just touching that inner tear duct with that same highlighting shade. Y'all, that's my glue is still wet. That's why it looks like that, but it'll dry here in a minute. Here I'm just kind of taking my finger. I thought it was a little too harsh, so I'm kind of trying to diffuse it with my finger a little bit. I'm adding a little more of the gold to the look, I think. I think that's what I'm doing here. Now, the Calming Makeup Fixing Spray from Makeup Revolution. This is their cannabis line, I guess. I don't know, but I have been loving this spray. I always, though, go through setting sprays like I don't know. I just love trying new setting sprays. And my baby sister had this one day, and I immediately went and bought it myself after I used hers because I just love it. I love the way it smells. The packaging is bomb, and it's a nice setting spray. So here is the final look, guys. Pulling my little scarfy poo off. What do you think?
Alright guys, and that is it for this video. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are following me on my Instagram at Lady Channail. Guys, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you're frequently washing your hands. And keep hope alive. I mean, this will not last forever. We will make it through this just as we do everything else. So that is all I have for this video, guys. I love you so much. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. You pray for me and I'll pray for you. We'll see you next time. I love you. Bye.